diehard fascist. Now you say, well, come on, he doesn't want to create a brown shirt movement in America.
Obama's healthcare plan provides participants minimum co-pay for deductibles.
Obama's healthcare plan will simplify paperwork for providers.
Obama's healthcare plan will provide subsidies for families who cannot afford Medicaid.
Obama's healthcare plan will be able to provide participants the ability to move from job to job without changing their healthcare coverage.
Obama's healthcare plan will extend coverage to young adults up to the age of 25 through their parents' plan.
Obama's healthcare plan will not turn any American away from any insurance plan.
Obama's healthcare plan will offer health information technology.
Obama's healthcare plan will reform our market structure to increase competition.
Obama's healthcare plan will offer federal reinsurance to employers. John King, retreat!
To pass the bill so that you can find out what is.
But the Democrats' healthcare legislation added a certain special text to Section 203 of the Public Health Service Act that, in fact, addresses this very issue of a civilian national security force, and that is called the Ready Reserve Corps. The funding went up to $12,500,000. But what you don't know is that the amendment, as stated, has not been publicized. Obama said before the election that we need to have a civilian defense corps as well funded and as well armed as the armed services. So exactly what do we mean by this? What does he mean when he says we cannot continue to rely on our military in order to achieve the national security objectives that we've set? That we've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well funded. Well, some people think that the health care bill in Section 203 of the Public Health Service Act already has laid the groundwork for a new brown shirts under the guise of the Reserve Corps officers that we are so concerned about. The funding for the purpose of carrying out this new army are already in place. Commissioned officers of the Ready Reserve Corps are appointed only by the President. And commissioned officers of the Health Army are appointed by the President with the advice and consent of the Senate. Well, what does that mean? What do they actually do? Well, in the past, this little group of Army of public health officers worked with the National Institutes of Health. Nothing wrong with that. The Indian Health Service, no big deal with that. They provided physicians for Coast Guard operations, no big deal for that. But what do you think Obama has in mind with this? What exactly is it? Will he be taking ACORN workers and giving them these jobs, and by the way, then writing another bill in the middle of the night by executive order giving them the right to carry weapons?
There it is, folks. Think about that tonight.